Okay, so every year when I get back from hiking, I have been following a tradition where I unpack my pack on video and go over what's in my pack. And last year, like the year before, 2023, there was big changes from 2022. I upgraded a lot of stuff and made my pack like literally almost 20 pounds lighter. This year there's some changes, but not so many. Although when I went through the stuff that I bought a little light. Okay, let's do this again. I bought a lot of littler things, except for one thing. And you can see it on the table here. I don't even have it in its stuff sack because that's not how I'm storing it. It's already November. I'm just doing this. This is the Durston X Mid 2, just the plain X Mid 2, not the solid or not the Dyneema one. And it's primarily just for me. I like a spacious tent. And this, I mean, I only got to use it once. I went to Assiniboine this year and it rained a lot. This tent was great. So yeah, I highly recommend it. Although Dan's Durston has got an X-Mid, no, what's it called? It's called an X-Dome tent. Check that one out too. I might have bought that one if it had been available instead of this one. But I like the fact that this has lots of room. When I went to Assiniboine this year, I had 3 nights with just myself and then 3 nights with my brother. I have to say though, he's 6'5", and yeah, the tent was a bit small for him. His head was pushing up against the edges because it kind of slopes in a lot. And if you have watched any of Dan Durston's video where he explains it, he does say that that is a characteristic of these style of tents, that they slope in a lot, versus the freestanding tents, which can go more straight up and down sides. So that's the tent, and yeah, it's just loose, and that's how I'm storing it for the winter. So this is not new, as is this, a kitchen scale and a luggage scale. I just can't stress how important these have been to me to keep track of my weights and everything. So I'm bringing this up again, even though it's not new. So I got a couple of new clothing items this year. Look how bright this thing is. It's a Frog Togs rain jacket. And it comes with the pants too. As a set, I don't know if I'm going to use the pants or not, but this is really super light. Now, it's not very durable. If you watched my last video, I'm using a Patagonia Torn Shell 3L, and that jacket just rocks. It's light enough for me most of the time, but on a trip where I know that, you know, it's not going to, there's no guarantee it's not going to rain, so we'll always have a rain jacket. But this I'll bring with me when I don't think it's going to rain and I want to save some weight. So that's that. Another clothing item I bought, this is from Outdoor Research. Now this has been great. It's a sun hoodie. And I did buy it last year, but it didn't make it in last year's video because I bought it in the middle of the year. This has been great. I'll put links to these things down below. Now, this is quite unique. This is from Mountain Hardware, and it's a mesh fleece, and it's super warm and it's super light. But if you put it on by itself, even when you walk around the house, you can feel the breeze through the mesh. It's quite the weird sensation to wear it, but when you wear it how it's designed, with a windbreaker or something on top of it, or to sleep in, like I do, it is so nice and it's so light in your pack. And when you want to cool off, the mesh helps with that as well. So that has been really cool, really great addition to my pack and saved me a few pounds, not pounds, ounces of what I was bringing before in place of this. And the other item of clothing, I'm dropping stuff. Seattle rain cap. Not only is it light, but it's waterproof. I used to always bring a ball cap. Well, I always bring a ball cap because I like to have a hat on a lot of the time. But when it got wet, it was cotton and it was super heavy. Darn tough socks. Yeah. Let me tell you, they are good. Don't know how tough they are. Time will tell. And an Outdoor Research beanie, really, really light. I'm reserving judgment on this because it doesn't quite cover the tips of my ears, and my ears are sensitive, so I don't know, but it's really, really light. Okay, still on the theme of clothing. I haven't actually used these or tried them out yet, but they're outdoor research rain gloves. They're super light. Yeah, we'll see. Oh, and the the briefs, the ex officio briefs that are never supposed to smell. Nice. So that's it for the clothing that I brought this year. And this, now this has been pretty great. I haven't tried it in the sun, but it works as good in the sun as it does in the rain. It was pretty cool actually. It got rained on pretty hard at Assiniboine. Now it didn't keep my lower half dry, but it kept me dry and it kept part of my pack dry. And I do not use a pack rain cover. Don't worry, I have a pack liner in there. So this has been really cool. Really love this addition. 6 Moon Designs. The REI Air Chair. Overall, I like it. It's really light, and I will bring it when I want to save weight. I could save even more weight by leaving it behind, which sometimes I will. In terms of a review, I can't give it 5 stars because it does tip over kind of easily, but it's been good to have. The other chair that I had was from MEC, Mountain Equipment Co-op, and it was over 2 pounds. I stopped bringing that, too heavy. What else? Microfleece from Bogey. This is a little backpack from 4 Monster. It's basically a clone of the one from Sea to Summit. It's super light, and I throw that in my pack so that when I want to do a day hike at my destination, I have a day pack available to me. I use this at Assiniboine. I use this to hike up to Love Lake when I was hiking to Della Falls. Pretty good. It says it's a 24-liter pack. I don't think it's very durable, but it really does the job, and it's super, super light. What else? KT tape. No blisters since I got this stuff. Actually, I rarely get blisters. Oh, we don't need to open that. I update my first aid kit every year, so that gets a good once going over. What else? Then there's the Summit Suds soap in a little container. I don't actually bring that. I bring it in a container, dry, so you don't have to carry any liquid soap. Mosquito net, because I thought I would need that at Assiniboine, but haven't used it yet. It's kind of cool. So this little thing here, this is the MSR thing to light your stove. So you don't have to get matches. I didn't get the deluxe. I really should have got the one with the built-in starter. But whenever this gets wet or damp, it doesn't work. So yeah, that's been an issue. What else did I get? The Gear Aid sewing kit. The Gerber dime. Multi-tool, really light. A little Hobie Gorilla Pod, which I haven't actually used yet because when I went to Assiniboine I took my full-size tripod. But that'll be an option where on a trip where I might not use the big tripod, because the big tripod is 2 pounds. And the Sea to Summit bowl. This has been kind of a mixed bag. I like that it doesn't take much space, but I find that it's a bit heavy. And unless you don't think 80 grams is heavy, I don't know. It's a matter of opinion. Little thermostat thing. Oh, what's this called? I bought it from Garage Grown Gear. Another great place. If I wouldn't mind getting a sponsorship from them, and I made my own glasses cases. That was an interesting experiment. It's really light. It did protect my sunglasses, but I'll probably redo it next year because this was kind of a hack job at the last minute. And finally, the hiking poles, the Faizan Pacific Crest hiking poles. So I'm generally a one pole hiker. And as you saw earlier, I bought the Durston, which requires 2. So I have some really nice heavy duty black diamond poles. I've had them forever. They're like rock solid. They're so strong and heavy. But I didn't want to carry that extra weight. So I've bought these, and they're almost half the weight of the black diamond. So I can basically bring both of them for roughly the same weight as one black diamond. So, and this gets used to set up my tent. And then, you know what? Now I actually have 2 with me, because sometimes I actually might try using 2, because the reason I use 1 is because there's a camera in my hand a lot, and it just gets in the way. But I could always stuff them away. So Dan Durston has some new trekking poles, and I would have bought those, but I kind of missed them. They came out right after I bought these, or right around the same time. But anyways, these are a lot cheaper. They were $70 US. So that's about it for my pack that's changed for this year's. If you want to see what's in my whole pack, you'll have to look at last year's video, and I go over everything, and then this is all the changes. So, and some of these things I might actually do a separate review on, but right now, yeah, that's it. So until next time, see you later.